Hello. Look different? Yes. Alright, so we're gonna do a little mukbang and chat. It's Panera. I don't really have Panera that often. I actually used to quite a bit in high school. And I would get the same sandwich every single mother freaking time. And I literally wanted something like quick so I could sit in my car before going in Target. So I got a salad because I'm not that hungry. This is like the Mediterranean quinoa with quinoa. So of course there's no like chicken or anything. Anyway, elephant in the room. I don't like olives. I do not like black olives. Wow, great choice. And this is what it comes in. And like, I know you can't see that at all, but like, it comes in this. I got a half. It's just not. This was $7.30 for that. And like this piece of bread that they threw in the bag. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't think it's really worth it. TBH. Anyway, obviously, I'm gonna finish out my car buying experience. And I'm pretty sure I ended up, my last video ended after going to Honda and Toyota both twice. And obviously not choosing, but kind of realizing what would suit me, the make, model, and year. So I had kind of settled on a 2015 or maybe 2016 Honda CR-V XLE. Both with quite a bit of miles, because mileage makes the price go down. It's really all about the miles. That's what I learned. Or a 2015, 2016 Toyota RAV4. Also with some mileage. Between 50 and 60. So, I'm sorry. Panera gave it to me. So, with all that in mind, I still had the 2015 Hyundai Santa Fe Sport 2.0T in the back of my head from Carmax. And I was trying to convince my dad, like, hey, like, it's a good car, Carmax is good, blah, blah, blah. So after the final Honda and Toyota days, the next couple weeks, I was looking on all of the websites for used cars. To see if anything arrived. And all of them would call me periodically to tell me or ask me if I'm still interested and tell me what they had. And, you know, like, no. Or I was like, okay, like, I'll think about it. I'll look on your site, blah, blah, blah. Mazda still called me. Being very pushy. And then, let's see. I don't know how long ago it was. A week and a half. 2 weeks ago. I kept looking on Carmax too. And I saw a 2014 Hyundai Santa Fe Sport. And it had 73,000 and over 73,500. And 14,998. So it was $1,000 less than the 2015 Hyundai, and had over 10,000 less miles. 1 year older. Essentially the same car. Essentially, in terms of features. But it was a combination of everything that, like, a CRV and a RAV4 that I wanted had. So I showed it to my dad, and my dad previously had mentioned, like, you know, we want to stay, like, take home out the door, goal is $15,000. So I see this, I send it to my dad, and I say, like, look at this, like, I'm gonna go test drive it. I'm like, I'm gonna go blah blah blah. So last Saturday after work, today is Tuesday the 29th, so a week before the 26th, which was the 19th, yeah, 26th, yeah, I'm bad at math, sorry. The 19th of October, I went to Carmax after work, and at first I put it on hold, and it had to have been the 19th. Maybe it was a different day. It could have been Sunday. I don't know. But I saw a different salesman than I saw the last time. But I remember the salesman that helped me telling me he was usually off Saturdays and Sundays, so I don't know what day. Anyway, I want to say it was Saturday. Maybe it was Friday. I don't know. Either way, I went in, test drove it. It was exactly the same as the 2015. And by this point, my dad had like warmed up to the idea of like a Hyundai, because a Hyundai Santa Fe is right up there with ratings for a RAV4 and a CRV. So, yeah. And then Carmax is Carmax. Like, it's not a scam. It's not like, you know, it is what it is. They're different from dealerships, but, yeah. So, a lovely man helped me there test drive it, and it was not pushy at all, in the slightest. Did not sell me to buy the, like, did not do any of that, like, sell me to buy the car, blah, blah, blah. Didn't do that at all. And, I went home, and, you know, I called my dad and everything, and, you know, I said, it's a perfect combination of the two cars. It's a Hyundai. It's, you know, it's great. I don't even know what I'm saying. And he, lo and behold, he agreed, and he said, okay, if this is the one you want. Honestly, like, I was a little surprised, like, that I was able to find, like, an SUV for under, it was under $15,000 take home. For the year it is, for the miles. I mean, I guess, like I said, the miles are what does it. So, it had 73.5. So that's probably what made the price. God, I'm so dark. You probably can't see me at all. Ugh. That's probably what made the price what it was. But for 2014, all the features, the only this salad was like a 4 out of 10, by the way. The bread is, you know, Panera bread, so it's not bad. Anyway, I always feel like it's dark, but when I watch it back, it's not that bad. The features, I mean, and just the shape, the condition, everything. So the only thing I kind of didn't like about the car is the color. The color is like a metallic, but it's not black. They call it brown. It looks like a deep, like an olive green, but it kind of looks gold at some angles. So it's very interesting. And honestly, I have not thought about the color since I bought it. So I will say, color shouldn't really matter. I mean, okay, if it was like a yellow or like what, like, you know, if it was I don't know. Honestly, if this was red, I probably wouldn't have gotten it. But certain colors, especially like this, I don't think it should matter. So, features, great, everything. So I even, like, what happened was when we were test driving it the first day, I was like, I noticed, I was like, wait, does this have air in the back? Because Honda CR-Vs have air in the back on the other side of the center console. RAV4s, I learned, do not have air conditioning in the back until like this year. That was one big thing when I had my car. There was no air in the back, and I didn't drive all that often, but like during my college program internship, I did drive a lot, and it did stink, especially in Florida. And then B, just thinking about future, future. Let's see, maybe this will help. I don't know if that helped or hurt. The sun is just insane. So yeah, and so we were test driving, and so then I hop in the back seat, and I was like, there's no air, is there air? And then I look, like, behind this panel, like, behind my seat, there's an air vent for the back seat. They have their own air vent. It's not, like, huge or anything, but it's there. Like, it's there. And then the middle can get the middle right here. And, like I said, I don't drive that much, but I figured, okay, there's seat warmers for the back, which is, like, another, like, what? So I'm like, there has to be freaking air conditioning in the back, like, and then I noticed when I was back there too, I don't know if you can see, I don't know if you can see, God, why can't I see? You can't zoom, obviously, but over there, maybe it will show up when I actually post, the back window right there, that's a sunshade for the windows in the back, which like makes them like tinted essentially. And I'm like, what? Like a sunshade? I like, ugh. So when we were test driving and I saw that, I was like, all right, game over. One thing that I didn't really notice until after getting it was, well, I did notice before getting it that there is no button to automatically close the trunk. Boo-hoo. Gotta use my arm. But there's no button inside the car to open the trunk. So that was a little weird. And I noticed that after. I mean, not a game changer, obviously, but my boyfriend had mentioned, like, maybe it's so if, like, because, like, an SUV, it's not like a typical trunk where nothing can fall out if you open it. So, like, it's just a flat bed. So maybe that's why if you open it, something could just fall out. I don't know. Or it could just be the year. It's a 2014. But it's just weird because in my 2006 Camry, of course, there's, yeah. And I've wondered, I'm like, I wonder if I could get an external button to automatically close my trunk. Anyway, not that big of a deal. But, so, the day, I think it was Saturday, but the day I test drove it, I called my dad after, told him, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, all right, well, let me know when you want to go get it, and you can get it. So we needed to figure out like money wiring. So it took just 2 days to do that. So today's Tuesday. Last Thursday, I bought the car. Had it for less than a week. So just about the process real quick. I told him I wanted the car. They took my car keys to, put stuff on my car. And then they got this car ready. Sat down at a desk, did the, actually what I did was, I'm pretty sure, I don't know what I did. I think I paid for the car first. Or either that or sat at a desk real quick, showed my insurance, and then it was some sitting and waiting, but showed my insurance, told them I was paying flat out, no financing, swiped my card, and then after a little bit of waiting, went and to the desk where I signed papers. So I gave them the title, signed and gave them the title to my old car, and signed other papers, like just about buying this car, an affidavit, just other stuff, and got a big folder with everything, and walked out to where you say bye to your car and get this one, and cleaned everything out of my old car, said bye to it, got this car, took pictures with it. They have big giant bows there, $400, and yeah, and that was it. I was out of there in like an hour, and a lot of the time was some of the time was cleaning out my car and just sitting in this car again before deciding. Yeah, so if I really wanted to, I could have been out there, and I could have been out in like 30 minutes or something. It was a seamless process. The salesman was very nice. Took pictures for me. Yeah. So I've had it, and look at this sunroof. The sunroof goes all the way back there. It's a panoramic sunroof. Maybe I'll somehow do a tour, not in the sun, but the back seat is crazy. I thought of it for future, but who knows what will happen. Yeah, and I mean, Carmax, my experience at Carmax was great. I can return the car up until you have 7 days to return the car. So I can return it up until Thursday. No questions asked. Full refund, which that's crazy. But they're not pushy. A lot of them have been doing it for years. Everyone seemed really nice there. I'd say one downside is that if you're unlike a dealership, they're not going to be really familiar with specific makes and models. Whereas if you go to, a Honda or Toyota, they know Honda, they know Toyota, but if I had asked a question about this specific model, what's the difference between this and a 2015 or something like that, they're not necessarily going to know that, which, I don't know, I mean, I don't know, there's plenty of other ways to do research these days. So, yeah. But I didn't get nearly as many texts or calls from Carmax after leaving, like I did with Toyota and Honda and Mazda. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's just crazy to, have like a keyless car, a backup camera, like the first thing I did, Bluetooth, the first thing I did when I got in my car was call Sirius XM to set up my free trial. So, which, speaking of, I need recommendations. My boyfriend has Sirius, so, but we don't listen to, like, anything, like, specific or anything. When I control it or whatever, I like to turn it on. Like, right now, it's on 90s on 9. I like all the, like, 50s on 5, 60s on 6, 70s on 7, 80s on 8, 90s on 9, and then 2000s. I like those pulse hits. But, like, I want like, recommendations for good channels and, like, shows and stuff like that. I know, like, Jenna Marbles does her show. I think Andy Cohen does a show. But yeah, I want to, like, I want to listen to stuff. But, of course, with that said, it's just, like, I always listen to podcasts, so it's so much easier to listen to my podcast. I just plug this in to the USB, and then I have, like, 2 cigarette lighters and a USB cigarette lighter back there. There's a cigarette lighter in the trunk, and by cigarette lighter I mean that, like, I plug one of these in, and then you can plug in, like, a cord to charge your phone. I'm ready to Uber. There's seat coolers. That was, like, just mind-boggling. The center console is, like, a great size. It even has, like, a little, like, box that you can place on top of the center console. So many pens. Yeah, but it goes, like, deep down. There's no little, I had on the, next to my steering wheel before, I had, like, a drawer, I think it was mainly for change. That's not here, but there's a little, like, in front of the glove compartment. I literally can't see a thing. In front of the glove compartment right there, there's a little compartment, and I have this that I've had for a long time, and it has, like, all my change and some cash. So I just leave that there. Whatever. So I also need to, I think it needs more time, but I downloaded the My Hyundai app on my phone, and I don't know what exactly it does or what you can do with it, but first I need to register my car with the VIN, and it won't let me do that yet because I don't think everything's, like, processed. So yeah, but once everything's, like, processed, I'm gonna register, and I'm curious to see, like, what having the Hyundai app will do. If you can unlock your car at least. I don't think it would go so far. I don't think it's, like, Tesla type stuff, like turning on the car, but maybe unlocking and locking. I don't know. What else? like Blue Link. I don't really even know what Blue Link does. I think it's like an emergency thing. But yeah, my Hyundai app, Sirius Sirius. It's been an adjustment trying to like, so I connected my phone to the Bluetooth in here right away, but there's like it's not a problem, but it's like there's playing my podcast or like music through like Bluetooth, or like if my phone is plugged in to the USB, if it's plugged in there, then playing it from the media, like the iPod, that's what it is, like the USB cable, it's like for an iPod. So there's been like a little bit of confusion, I guess, like what it's playing from, or what I should play it from, I don't know. Or I think it's all a matter of like when your Bluetooth is on. I don't know. Memory seats. Oh, memory seats is so cool. So like if I it's weird, like you do end up down low. Like you can go low, I guess, like if you're really tall. But if I press right here, I'm not gonna show, but this is what my setting is. There you go. That's my seat setting. Yeah, but I mean, overall, I love it. It's great. Like, can't open the trunk, but you know. No, I do love it. Let me know if you have a Hyundai. Let me know if you love Carmax. Let me know what your Carmax experience is. If it was like mine, just like seamless, not pushy. Let me know. Yeah. I'm gonna go in Target and spend way too long. No, I should make up for the 32 minutes that I've been sitting out here. But yeah. Anyway, I wish I could do like a tour. I mean, like I want to, but also like you can watch it on YouTube / my front facing memory for my like camera and stuff. My memory would run out. Closing that. I swear the sunroof is ginormous. There's lights in the back seat. I didn't even notice that, but like, lights. I think there's a light in the trunk. I have to freaking check that out. The headrest. God, I noticed something new. Let me die. But yeah. All right. Well, thank you for watching. G2G. Maybe I'll do another update video. I don't know. Maybe I will. Just because I want to talk about my car. Alright. Don't get that salad from Panera. Bye.